And breathing in through the nose. And letting it go out the mouth. Feeling your shoulders soften, your body relax. And once more, just like that, nice, long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. And then relax, letting it go out the mouth, just allowing whatever isn't serving you in this moment to flow out of you, to leave it almost at the door, knowing that you can come back to it at another time. Just settling and landing into this space. Giving gratitude for yourself, for making this time for yourself to come into communion. Come back to your center. And in this moment, just recognizing that this is the most important work that we can do, this coming back to our center. Coming back to the truth of who we are at our core. And as you're breathing in, just paying attention and being aware of your breath. Noticing the parts of your body that are breathing. As the air travels in, maybe noticing that your chest is rising, that your belly is inflating. And as you breathe out, just noticing your belly fall, noticing your chest fall. So just for a few moments, just noticing the breath as it travels in and out, noticing how your body is being breathed all on its own, without really any conscious thought. Just paying attention to your breath as it travels in and as it travels out. And to bring our bodies into harmony and into coherence. As you are observing your breath, just invite you to elongate the breath. Just a little, but balancing the inhale to the exhale. If you can, breathing in for a count of 6. And breathing out for a count of 6. Breathing in to a count of 6. And breathing out to a count of 6. And as you're doing this technique, imagine this almost to be like a combination on a padlock. So just as when you get the combination right on a padlock, it unlocks the padlock. You get the combination of your breath just right. It can unlock hidden powers within you. It can unlock higher faculties. It can restore harmony and coherence. So as you're balancing your inhale to your exhale, just know that you are restoring harmony, restoring coherence. All that really means that all of the organs in your body are starting to work in harmony with each other, in perfect coherence. And the longer you do this breath work, the more balance you will feel. The more harmonious, the more content. Just continue breathing in for a count of 6 and out for a count of 6, just for a few more rounds. And if it feels comfortable to you, you could also place one hand on your heart. This gesture of holding your heart and this coherent breathing is one of the fastest ways for us to restore peace, to calm our nervous system. If ever we're feeling lack in some emotional area of our lives, maybe there's an emotional need that needs to be administered to, that we are looking for outside of ourselves, whether it be in food, in other people, just recognizing that any time we find ourselves searching for source of happiness outside of ourselves, in someone or something, those are the moments that we disempower ourselves and we give our power away. Because the truth is that the source of all our happiness, our contentment, our harmony already resides within inside us. It's within your capability to render this feeling tone of love, compassion, joy, contentment, harmony, peace, just simply by putting in the right combination, setting the padlock, and unlocking those inner faculties, those higher faculties that are available to you always and have always been. No one can take them away from you. They are always and forever at your fingertips, these feeling tones. So just releasing the breath now, breathing normally, but you can keep your hand on your heart if you wish, or release it down to your lap, whatever is most nourishing and comfortable to you. And just for the next few moments, I invite you just to continue breathing in and out of your heart space, almost imagining your consciousness, which when we close our eyes, often we think of it being right behind our eyes inside our heads. If you were to imagine your consciousness or your mind's eye traveling down from inside your head, almost as if it's traveling down in a lift, down through your central column, down to your throat, down to your chest, and now down to your heart. So imagining as if your consciousness, your mind's eye, is now sitting at the level of your heart. This is your heart chakra, your anahata chakra. So your consciousness is now sitting at the level of your heart, almost as if you were to open your eyes, you would be looking out from the level of your chest, the level of your heart. So just continue breathing and feeling and seeing from this heart space. And using all of your senses, I just invite you to feel and see and hear into the sensations, those higher state vibrational sensations of love, peace we just cultivated. Maybe remembering a moment in your recent past, could be today, yesterday, last week, last month. Remembering a moment where you felt one or more of those emotions. It could be a moment when somebody made you laugh, made you feel cared for, made you feel loved. Be the unconditional love of a pet, of a child, maybe even a stranger who just did a random act of kindness. Just for the next few minutes, I invite you to lean into those feelings as if it was happening now, rendering those feeling tones in your heart as you breathe in and out. And leaning into all the sensations. What did that moment sound like? Can you remember the sounds that were in your environment? Maybe the words that they said. What did it feel like? Maybe you can remember the sun on your skin or a warm, fuzzy feeling. Just using all of your sensations for the next few minutes, just leaning into and reliving those emotions in your heart as if they're happening now, rendering those sensations in your heart now. And just releasing those emotions, those sensations now. Releasing them up, knowing that they are always in your heart. Offering them up to the collective, to the higher intelligence, to a higher power. And just take a moment to float in the silence and the stillness. And in this moment, just recognizing that this is one of the purest, most generous acts that we can do, not only for ourselves, but for those that we love, those around us, and for the collective, which is to come back to our center, come back to ourself. And in doing this, we may know ourselves, know the truth of who we are, that we are all powerful creative beings, and we create our world with the thoughts that we think, our perception. So together we need to redefine what it means to be self-centered. Because self-centered really just means being centered in self. So in actual fact, being selfish, being self-centered, is one of the most nourishing, generous acts that you can do for yourself on behalf of the collective, because the collective awakening begins in the individual. It begins in you, it begins in me. And I know this to be true. And I recognize this for each and every one of you on this call, in this meditation. Those same powers of creativity are available to you to create your worlds with your thoughts, to always have that capacity to come back to your center, come back to joy, come back to harmony. Nobody has the power to take that away from you. And knowing this, let's seal this beautiful meditation by chanting Yum, Y-U-M, the hymn of the heart chakra. So beginning by just taking a nice deep breath in and letting that go. And then breathing in the Yum just one time together. So breathe in. And just allowing those vibrations to settle. Allowing a smile to wash across your face. Bring your hands together at heart center, nestling your thumbs into your clavicle and bowing your head gently. Bowing in gratitude, firstly to yourself, your higher self, the one that brought you here, the one that is connected to all that is. And then next, bowing in gratitude to each other, to this community, and to all the other beautiful souls that will be meditating, either in this now moment or another now moment. We are all connected. And then lastly, in gratitude to these teachings, the ascended masters who have gone before us and passed on their teachings such that we too may experience that which is auspicious. I just say namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The light in me recognizes the light in you. Thank you for all of it. Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Peace, peace, peace. And just taking your hands, rubbing them together, creating a little friction, a little heat. And then placing those hands over your eyes. And then gently blinking your eyes open into your palms. Keeping your gaze on your palms, just lowering your palms down into your lap. And then when you're ready, slowly and in your own time, just raising your gaze to come back into this room, back into this space. And before we come back together to share any insights and experiences, I just invite you to maybe grab a piece of paper and a pen, noting down any insights, any downloads that came to you from your higher self during that meditation that you don't wish to forget again. So just taking a moment to do that. And then when you're ready, coming back to share. Thank you for meditating with me.